then, folks, over the past few days, we've been taking a deep, dark look at the Euro 2024 with my early door predictions. Who's going to go through, who's going to go home in each and every one of the groups. But now we know the 16 nations that will go through to the knockout stages, who, of course, will go the distance. We're going to take a little look. Today we're taking a deep look at, of course, the knockout stages and, of course, my early gut reaction as to who I think will go the distance and win the tournament out in Germany. Of course, we'll get to that in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe button and say all things Euro 2024 related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all hear boys under one Ruski, of course. Yes, over the past few days, I broke down each and every one of the club nations that should win and, of course, be runners-up in the Euro 2024. And of course, in this video, we'll reveal mathematically who will be those third place teams to go through. So, without further ado, we'll just jump into it. Before that, though, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. You know who you are. But anyway, let's do this. All right, then, folks, here is the reveal of my bracket. And, of course, before we do deep dive, a big reveal of those fourth place teams, or the third place teams that qualified as the best out of the rest. Of course, we have Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, and Turkey, and they are represented in this bracket, which I have created for you here today. So this is how I see it panning out. Of course, if you follow the videos, and again, if you want to check yourself, make sure I didn't make any mistakes, make sure you do just that. But anyway, we're going to start right here, right now, with the second round, and we're going with Spain. They're going to be taking on, in my eyes, they're going to be taking on the third place team over in Group A, Hungary. Of course, Spain coming out on top. Group B winners comfortably so, ahead of the likes of Italy and Croatia, who do, of course, make the knockout stages themselves. So let's, of course, reveal. I've gone with Spain for the victory here, coming out on top with a victory over Hungary in my eyes. Of course, to set up potentially a quarterfinal against the hosts or former winners as well. Denmark, both are in there in the mix. Of course, Germany coming out on top in Group A in my eyes. The Danes coming up as runners-up in Group C behind England. But I do see the Germans on home turf causing some problems, and I expect them to give a right old go here, despite recent poor performances in Euros and World Cup games since, of course, the victory in Brazil 2014, wasn't it, or something like that, or 2012, whatever. Anyway, kicking off forward, the Portuguese will then take on Serbia. Of course, Portugal coming out on top over in Group F. Serbia, of course, runners third place team in Group C behind the Danes and, of course, English. Portugal with Ronaldo, with Martinez doing absolute wonders for them at the moment, and of course, I think that will continue into the at least the quarterfinal stages, where they'll take on either the Dutch or the playoff winners from Group E. And I think the playoff winners from Group E, of course, we'll find that out, of course, in March. It's like Israel, Iceland, Ukraine, somebody else. So they're all in there. But unfortunately, it will be the Dutch coming on through to make up a very, very tasty, this side of the bracket, quarterfinals. This is like the dream sheet right here for the bracket. But of course, on the other side, I'd say it's the weaker side of the bracket. We do have the Belgians against the Croatians. Now, Croatia have been doing absolutely phenomenal stuff recently in international tournaments, going very, very far, causing problems. And of course, we'll hope to continue that with this aging squad of Croatia. But I do not think they're going to get past this Belgian side that, of course, may have surpassed, of course, gone past the golden generation of De Bruyne, of course, Eden Hazard, Vertonghen, Vermaelen. Of course, they had a real good opportunity to really go far, maybe 4 to 8 years ago, but right now, I still think Belgium are a decent side, and of course they will cause some problems, and I think they will squeak past Croatia here, but can they go the distance with this current crop of Belgian talent? So we'll have to see. Belgium go through for me on this one. Meanwhile, France will take on Czech Republic. Again, Czech Republic are a bogey side, sort of a tricky one. You don't really know what you're going to get, and of course a potential dark horse in this competition, but France are a threat, and I do anticipate them to go quite deep here. And of course, they will sidestep Czech Republic. And again, remember that just turn the clock back 4 years ago with Euro 2022 or whatever it is, Euro 2020, whatever, the previous one. And France had an absolute nightmare in the knockout stages and couldn't really make a statement of intent there. But England, looking for revenge, to go that one step further. Of course, finalists last round. They'll take on Turkey in, of course, in the second round here. And of course, they should take care of business on this one. Of course, Turkey finishing as one of those third-place teams in Group F, behind Czech Republic, behind Portugal. And of course, we'll go through as one of those best teams, but they will get knocked out by England in the process. As Germany's second-place team in Group A is Scotland. They will take on Italy, of course, runners-up in Group B. And of course, unfortunately, this is where my Scottish half will end. I think the Italians should come out on top. But what a prospect of a England-Scotland quarter-final there. But unfortunately, it will be dashed by Italy, who will be looking to do a repeat of their successes just 4 years ago. Meanwhile, as we go into the quarter-final stages, we will take a look at Spain up against Germany, the hosts, who have not been great. Of course, now under Nagelsmann, a young coach who's still very, very raw. Is he the real deal? Can he steer Germany to success at such a young age up against the Spanish side, who have got a lot of young, good talent coming through? Really, though, I think they're still missing a quality forward man, which a lot of nations are. They're adopting different kinds of styles of football these days, and the period of football where strikers were, a must, seems to be fading rapidly. Germany just the same as well, with wide men and false nines and all this kind of jazz. So Spain will come up against Germany, but I think with the home faithful, I think the Germans will come out on top, squeaking past a tricky Spain. It might even go to penalties, but I'm going to back the Germans to at least not disappoint in front of the home crowd. Meanwhile, Portugal will set up a tasty one against the Dutch, of course, to forever the bridesmaids, really. Not really. Well, actually, take that back, because, of course, Portugal, recent winners of it, but the Dutch would like to get back into the world spotlight once again, and this is a great opportunity for them to do just that. And Ronaldo will be hoping to maybe double up on his Euro successes of 2016. I do think they'll get past them. Again, they are flying under Martinez right now, and a good chance for them. And, of course, Martinez to finally really make a difference in the international scene. He had all the tools at Belgium, but he couldn't set up. That would be tasty, wouldn't it? Be a Portuguese-Belgium final. But, of course, we've got to get there first. And, of course, we have a bit of a Flemish affair here with the Belgians up against the French. This will be an absolute hoot to watch, of course, and it'll be a tasty one if you're living in that area, of course. But anyway, the world will be up on this one. We'll watch this one. But the French will rise to set up another absolute cracker semi-final, either against the English or the Italians. Of course, the Italians, the champions. Of course, the French, World Cup finalists. England, of course, Euro finalists. But England, of course, do have it right now. They have the quality. They have the momentum with them. They've been really making some humongous strides in the international tournaments, just like the Croatians, but just falling short of the last hurdle. They fell short in the Euros last time around, and of course, the World Cup was a bridge too far as well. But England will squeak past Italy with a bit of revenge here to set up a tasty one up against La France, of course. And again, looking for a bit of revenge in that regard. Germany, though, first and foremost, against the Portuguese, I think Germany here will really ramp it up. And of course, when they get to this stage, this is when the real quality should rise for Germany. I think they'll sidestep Portugal, knock out Ronaldo. Will it be the end for Ronaldo? I just don't know. I've got a gut feeling that both Messi and Ronaldo will call it quits in 2026. I called this a long time ago. I think he will drag it out for another 2 more years, but that will probably be it. Meanwhile, La France against England in what will be a tasty taste, probably the standout game of the tournament so far. But England will rise above it to set up an absolute hoot here. Germany, England, final in Germany for the Euros. Winner takes all. Of course, Germany's been a long time since they won it. I think it was 96 was the last one, or maybe 92, I don't know. And of course, England, were finalists last time around, have never won it. And will they win it this time? No, they will not. I will go with Germany here, backing my boys, of course, to rise above the occasion, beat the English one more time on German soil, and, of course, maintain another one more slash over the English on this one. That's my hopes and dreams and expectations for the Euro 2024. Let me know your thoughts and opinions as, of course, we get closer. We'll take a deeper dive into it when we get closer, because we do need to know officially who those playoff winners are. Will it be the Welsh? Will it be the Icelanders? Will it be the Ukrainians? Poland? Still a whole host of nations could still qualify. But we'll have to wait and see. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, smash the little bell, of course. We'll see you soon whenever we come back around. But until then, we're done.